over here. He is dancing. The ancient Egyptian pharaohs used to dance before the gods to entertain them, a kind of divine dancing. And actually, dancing inside the ancient Egyptian temples was a standard ritual because this was a kind of divine dancing, entertaining the gods. Imagine, who is better than your God to entertain? Entertaining the God is a religious duty, and it's a sacred duty as well. So basically the ancient Egyptian pharaohs, and we had found these scenes in the temples of Abydos and Abu Simbel showing Ramses II or Seti I dancing before the god Ammon. And one of the positions in the temple, we used to have the dancers of God and the singers of God, because the prayers were actually chanted, like what we do in churches nowadays. And usually those who chant or dance, they have got a priesthood title. So when the pharaoh comes over here, he dances for the gods as well. There he is. The Roman emperor went as far as dancing for the gods to guarantee that the people would think of him as a person who respects these gods and believes in these gods, and that by that way ruling Egypt would be easier. But why was it so important for the Roman emperors to do so? Simply because Egypt was the breadbasket of the Roman Empire. And since they captured Egypt in the year 30 BC, Emperor Octavius Augustus had decided that none of the Romans or the members of the Senate are to step a foot in Egypt without a personal permission from the emperor. Or the Kaiser, as he was called. So basically, Egypt was a very important part of the Roman Empire. If Egypt starved, that means that the Roman Empire is going to be starving. And that's what later on had gave the Christians their power in the Roman Empire. The Romans were pagans, yes, and they persecuted the Christians, true. But as the years had passed, Egypt started converting to Christianity. And the Christians dominated everywhere in Egypt. So one of the main reasons that made the Romans, later on in the 4th century, recognize Christianity was Egypt. The breadbasket of the Roman Empire converted to Christianity. They can make the empire starve.
So why is that? Why Christianity
dominated in Egypt? Because the first one who preached for Christianity in Egypt, it was St. Mark, the disciple himself, in the year 50 AD. So, of course, at the beginning, the Roman viceroy started just covering their eyes on the Christians in Egypt. And then the Christians started persecuting the pagans, or those who believed in the ancient Egyptian cult. And still the Roman viceroys covered their eyes and pretended as if they haven't seen anything. But Rome could not stay like that for long. The Christians were getting more powerful in Egypt, controlling the breadbasket of the Roman Empire. So they had to recognize Christianity. And they can't recognize Christianity in Egypt and not in Rome and not in Turkey. No. And later on, of course, Emperor Constantine in the year 333 AD converted to Christianity with his mother Helena. Well, Empress Helena, he converted when he was dying in his bed. However, he was made as a saint because of his recognition at the beginning, then his conversion to Christianity, and he became Saint Constantine, and his mother became Santa Helena. All of this because of Egypt, the breadbasket of the Roman Empire.